Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'll start sets, relations, and functions CET. First, I'll explain briefly some synapses. Listen fast. I start from the sets. What is the set? Set is a well-defined collection of objects. The chance is there to ask the question like this: what is a set? What is a not a set? In the options they will give: is it a set or not? Like that. So one with example I can explain that all the students in the class, set of all the students in the class is a set, but the set of 10 intelligents in the class, it is not a set because it's not unique. It will be changed, depends upon the person to person, that set will be changed. That's why it's not a set. So like that, the answer should be unique for each and every person. It cannot be depend on the place, thing, whatever it is. So that's why that type of set is called that type of collection is called set. And one more example for not a set, the dangerous animals in the world. So 10 dangerous animals in the world, it will also depend upon the person. It varies from the person to person. So that's why it is also not a set. So like that, what is a set, we discussed. After that, finishing set, types of sets. What are the types of sets? We have null set. A set does not contain any element is called a null set. Next one is subset. Subset, very important. A is subset of B. A is a subset of B. When you can say that A is subset of B, every element of A is also lies in the set of B, is subset. And these are all concepts you know very well, but briefly I will explain one by one. Listen. Next one is, after this, complement also there in the syllabus. Sets we have there in the first year, relation a little bit there in the first year. In the second year you have relations and functions concept. So these three concepts I will cover in this concept. Next one is complement. Complement is denoted by a dash or like this, a power c or a dash. It is defined by a dash is equal to u minus a. What is the u? U is the universal set. U is the universal set. S u a dash is equal to u minus a. It is the complementary set. After that, at the cardinality of a set. Cardinality of a set, n of a. N of a means, cardinality of a set means the number of elements in a set is called cardinality of the set. Suppose if a set A contains the element 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 like this, then what is n of a? N of a means the cardinality of this set. How many elements are there in this? 5 elements are there. That's why it is n of a is a 5. Cardinality of the sets. Based on the cardinality of the set, and we know that A union B, some operations are there. A union B, A intersection B, A minus B. So these are all you have. A union B, what is the combination of combined all the elements A and B. So A union B is equal set of all x such that x belongs to A or x belongs to B. And A intersection B is set of all x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. That means the set of all the elements which lies in the both the sections. Next, A minus B. A minus B, what it is? Set of all x such that x belongs to A but x belongs to A but does not belongs to B. Means what are the elements you have in the B, those you have to remove from the A. So based on this cardinality, we have one important formula. What's that? N of A union B is equal to N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. And for three sets also we have N of A union B union C formula. N of A union B union C formula is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. So this much of length, it is n of A union B union C is equal to formula n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of E intersection C minus n of C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. And two more important formula, n of A minus B. N of A minus B is nothing but n of A minus n of A intersection B. N of A minus B is nothing but n of A minus n of A intersection B, or n of A minus B, like this also they can ask A intersection B complement, like this also they can ask. Both are same. These two are same. N of A minus B, n of A intersection B complement. This answer is n of A minus n of A intersection B. Suppose if they are asking n of B minus A or n of A complement intersection B, for these two the formula is n of B minus n of A intersection B. N of B minus n of A intersection B. And some questions they can ask A but not B. This meaning, one more meaning is what? N of A minus B. This meaning is what it is? N of A but not B. But not B. So they can ask a question like this. The number of students taking tea, these members, taking coffee, these members, both these members. Then what are the number of people taking coffee but not tea? And that means A minus B or A intersection B complement. In that particular situation, we can use these formulas. After that, Cartesian product. Let A comma B be two non-zero sets. A comma B be two non-zero sets. Then the Cartesian product of A and B is denoted by A cross B and is defined as a set of order pairs A comma B such that where A belongs to first set A and B belongs to second set B. Here we have an important formula. What's that? If n of A is equal to M, n of B is equal to N. The number of elements in the set A is M, number of elements in the set B is N, then number of elements in the set A cross B is equal to Mn. Number of elements in the set A cross B is equal to Mn. Next, the important concept is a relation. What is a relation? What is a relation? So when you are discussing about a subset, if a set contains n number of elements, sorry, or m number of elements. So if a set A contains m number of elements, then number of subsets is equal to number of subsets is equal to 2 power m. If a set A contains m elements, then number of subsets formula 2 power m. So in this concept, we are going for a relation from a set A to B. Relation from a set A to B is nothing but every subset of A cross B. Every subset of A cross B is a relation. Every subset of A cross B is a relation from where to where? From A to B. From A to B. So then every subset, how many subsets can form for this? So how many number of elements in this? If A contains m number of elements, B contains n number of elements, then A cross B contains mn number of elements. If A cross B contains m number of elements, how many subsets are possible for this? How many subsets are possible for this? 2 power mn. Because a set contains n number of elements, number of subsets is equal to 2 power n. In the same manner, if this set contains mn elements, then number of subsets is equal to 2 power mn, and according to the relation definition, every subset is a relation. That's why these are all 2 power mn subsets are relations. Then you got one formula, number of relations. Number of relations formula, what it is? 2 power mn, where m is what? Number of elements in A, n is number of elements in B. Got it? The next one is a function. So then what is a function? Function is a relation. Function is also a relation. A relation R is said to be a function if it satisfies one condition. What's that? Every element in a domain, every element in domain has a unique image. If it satisfies this condition, then that relation is called function. Here also one more formula for us. What's that? If n of A, so number of functions formula, what it is? Number of relations we have already is there. Number of relations is 2 power mn. Number of relations is equal to 2 power mn. Now we are going for number of functions. How many functions are there? n of b power n of a. n of b power n of a. Number of functions formula n of b power n of a. Suppose if n of a is equal to m, n of b is equal to n, then number of functions formula is what, ma? n power m. So now we got a 3 formulas. Number of subsets formula 2 power n, number of relations formula 2 power mn, number of functions formula n power m. Next, types of functions. So in functions, what you have? One function, onto function you have now. So number of one function, number of onto functions, those formulas we will discuss now. So this list, if n of a is equal to m, n of b is equal to n, then number of one functions. Number of one function formula n of b p n of a. This p is nothing but permutation. So what is n of b? You have n p, n of a is m, n p m. So you can remember like this or you can remember like this. It is depends on your thing. So number of one function formula n of b p n of a. Next, number of onto functions. Number of onto functions n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 whole power m minus 1 plus nc2 into n minus 2 whole power m minus nc3 into n minus 3 whole power m plus and so on, continuation, where it will get this n minus 3 value 0, up to that we can write. So starting is n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 whole power m minus 1 plus alternative symbol, minus plus alternative, nc1 nc2 nc3, like that it will go. You have nc2 right down now, n minus 2 whole power m. Suppose you have nc3, n minus 3 whole power m. So where you got this n minus term will go 0, up to that we can extend that. Next, number of into functions. Into function means the functions which are not onto. The functions which are not onto is called into functions. So total functions, what are those? N power m, in the earlier we discussed na. Total functions minus onto functions is equal to into functions. When you are subtracted that, this term will be cancelled. That's why the formula is starting from the nc1 only. nc1 into n minus 1 whole power m, alternative symbol, minus nc2 into n minus 2 whole power m plus nc3 into n minus 3 whole power m minus and so on, like that it will go, continuation. Got it? So that's why the next one is the number of onto functions if n of b is equal to 2. If codomain contains only two elements, then number of onto functions formula 2 power m minus 1. 2 power m minus 1. Suppose if I set n of a is equal to, suppose n of a is equal to 3, n of b is equal to 2, the number of onto functions if they are asking, then 2 cube minus 1, directly formula. That's why it is a 2 power n of a minus 1. It is the formula Number of onto functions when if n of b contains only two elements. See some problems based on these formulas. A is equal to ABC, B is equal to 1 comma 2. Then number of relations from A to B. Options also given 64, 8, 56, 6. Here what is n of A? How many elements are there? 3 elements we have. N of A is equal to 3 and n of B is equal to 2. N of A is equal to 3, n of B is equal to 2. Then number of relations formula. Number of relations formula 2 power mn. 2 power mn. This value is m, this value is n. 2 power mn, that is equal to 2 power 3 into 2. That is a 2 power 6. How much? 64. First option. Like this. See one more question. The number of onto functions from a set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 to B is equal to ABC. See here n of A is equal to, how many elements are there? 4 elements. This value is m. N of A is equal to m na. Next n of B, second set. Second set how many elements we have? 3 elements. This is n. So one thing you should understand here, second set contains 3 elements, it's not equal to 2. Then we have go through the formula. Number of onto functions formula, what I told ma, n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 whole power m plus nc2 into n minus 2 whole power m minus nc3 into n minus 3 whole power m plus and so on. This is the formula. Now substitute in this, n is equal to how much you have? 3, m is equal to 4. So 3 power 4 minus 3c1 into 3 minus 1 whole power 4 plus 3c2 into 3 minus 2 whole power 4 plus minus 3c3 into 3 minus 3 whole power 4. Here you got 0 na? Stop up to here. So 3 power 4 minus 3c1 value is a 3. 3 minus 1 is a 2 power 4 plus 3c2 value is also 3. 3 minus 2 is a 1 power 4 and this value becomes 0. Now calculate this. 81 minus 63 plus 3, that is equal to 36. So first option is the answer. Like this we have to do. So where it will get a 0, up to that you have to extend. Suppose this n value is a 4, one more step will get like that. The next two more formulas are there. Number of constant functions. Number of constant function is nothing but n of b. How many elements in the codomain? That number of constant functions will exist. Suppose if a set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and set B is equal to A, B, C, D. Then number of constant functions. Number of constant function is equal in the codomain second set. How many elements are there? 4 elements are there. So that's why number of constants is equal to 4. So no need to think about the first set. Number of constants means, so how this define one function? All the functions are mapping to A. This is one function. Suppose all the elements are mapped to B. That is also constant function. That is 1. So like that, how many ways? 4 ways we can form. So that's why 4 constant functions will be formed. So that's why number of constant functions formula is n of b. Next, number of bisections. Number of bisections is equal to n factorial. Number of bisections is equal to n factorial. Why I wrote n factorial means for existing bisection here one condition is there. N of A is equal to n of B. Number of elements in the domain is equal to number of elements in the codomain. Both are equal number of elements. Both contains equal number of elements. In that situation, number of bisections formula n factorial. Next concept is inverse function. Inverse of a function. A function f from A function f from a to b is said to be invertible. A function f from a to b is said to be invertible if there exists another function g from b to a. There exists another function from b to a such that f circle g is equal to ia and g circle f is equal to ib. F circle g is equal to ib. F circle g is equal to ib. G circle f is equal to ia. Then this function g is called inverse of the function f. Where I is what? I is the identity function. I is a identity function. So f circle g is equal to ib. G circle f is equal to ia. Then g is called inverse of the function f. So how to find the inverse of a one function? I will say example. See one problem based on the inverse of a function. Here f of x is equal to 3x minus 4. G of x is equal to 2 plus 3x. Then what's the value of g inverse of f inverse of 5? Compulsory we need g inverse and f inverse. First find the inverse of these two. So first see for f inverse of x. So 3x plus 3x minus 4, take it as a y. Then 3x is equal to y plus 4. X is equal to y plus 4 divided by 3. Here x is nothing but f inverse of y is equal to what it is, y plus 4 divided by 3. And next go for g also. 2 plus 3x is equal to y. Take 2x is equal to y minus 2. X is equal to y minus 2 divided by 2. Here it is a g function. G inverse of y is equal to y minus 2 divided by 2. Now go to find g inverse of f inverse of 5. G inverse of f inverse of y. And this 5 substitute in f inverse. Here you have to substitute 5 plus 4, 9 by 3. Here you have to substitute 5 plus 4 divided by 3. So it is a g inverse of 9 by 3. It is a 3. G inverse of 3. That 3 you have to substitute here. 3 minus 2 divided by 2. 3 minus 2 divided by 2. That is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the answer. So like this you can find inverse. Tomorrow some important questions and previous exam questions all I discussed. So before today just I explained some synapses, based on that some problems. Tomorrow some previous year questions and very important questions, nearly 10-12 questions I will explain tomorrow for you. Okay, try to understand what I am saying. Try to finish all the problems from your exercise. We already explained those questions in regular classes, but once again solve all the questions. Keep the notes what you given earlier, keep in front of you and solve all the questions. Write the exams properly. Utilize this opportunity and follow the classes regularly. Okay, tomorrow I will explain the remaining some concepts.